tomorrow to coincide with Anti-Bullying Week. It's released in support of the songwriting charity which supports the well-being of children using songwriting and music technology. The song was written from personal experience of bullying by the band's pianist, Ryan McCaffrey, who joins me now along with band members Ian Akal and Joe Malone. Before we speak to you guys, though, let's hear a bit of the song. Great. Now, Ryan, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about your experiences and why you wanted to convert them into something positive like this.
Oh, well, I was bullied at school, and I quite badly. It's affected me through my life. I've had the experiences not just in the classroom, but also with people I live with colleagues I've worked with. So it's affected me quite a lot. But I just thought that I'd write something about my experience because I wanted to turn this negative experience into something positive.
Ian, tell us about playing this song and what it means to you.
Well, you know, very much like the story it tells, I personally wasn't bullied, but during our school days, one of the biggest fear was of bullies, and so there was people that would pick on you, and so you was always having to defend yourself. So it was always a fear growing up in school. So when you come to me with the song, when I heard it, I mean, it was simple to actually relate to, and yeah, I mean, quite honestly, myself too.
Joe, it's something we don't talk about all that much, bullying. It's one of those things that people have sort of felt a bit ashamed to talk about, or it's just something that happens and we have to get on with it. Is that something you agree with?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of easier just to move on and bury it, you know, but then it can cause problems down the road for people.
Absolutely, as Ryan's been saying. Now, Ryan, tell me about the actual process of writing, turning this experience, like mining yourself for the most uncomfortable things, what a lot of musicians and artists have to do. Tell us about that process and what you wanted the end product of the song to be.
I didn't see this as going as far as it's gone. Originally, I just I sat down on the piano one day. I was working on cruise ships. I was in a good place, and I thought, why don't I write something about that time that I had, you know, those many years. And I sat down, I put pen to paper, and this tune just came out of my head. It's if you asked me to do it again, I wouldn't be able to do it again.
That's the magic of the musical process, of course, isn't it? Now, you're hoping to have an inspiration to young people. Is that something that's fair to say, Ian, that you hope that people might hear this and maybe take something away from it, be either the bullies or the bullied?
Well, yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Today, outside, it's not very easy for young people in many aspects. So, having to go to school and face these, you know, it starts from the infants and move into primary to secondary. So, having to deal with this, it is a big thing. And as you say, I think in some respects it is understated. So it does get sort of brushed under the carpet. Many schools do deal with it in a positive way, but there are still some schools which are failing. So, you know, it's good that we should have time to address these factors.
And Joe, what do you hope people take away from it finally?
I hope that there's some, you know, positive financial outcome for the charity. That would be amazing, that if people could help out and get some money in the right places to support programs that fight bullying.
The songwriting charity Joe talked about there. Joe, Ian and Ryan, thank you all so much for coming and telling us about that. Now, that single is called Turntables, and it is released tomorrow by Cong-Fusion. You're watching London Live News. Still to come.